I'm John,
And I'm Mike.
and we're going to talk about entering the secret place. So, what comes to mind when I say the phrase enter into the secret place?
For me, I think about just kind of having like some quiet time or something.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple of there's usually like the places where I do it in,
Mm-hmm.
but there's always like this reoccurring kind of location that sometimes I'm meeting with Jesus in,
Mm-hmm.
and we're just kind of hanging out, and so that's the first thing that I think
Is
of.
that an inside place or an outside place?
It's inside. It's like a room.
Wonderful. In my own walk, I was led by the Spirit to Psalm 91:1, which says, "Those who dwell in the secret place shall abide in the shadow of the Most High."
Mm.
And I had no idea what that meant. So I kept asking questions. And I love the words dwell and abide. It kind of reminded me of abiding in the vine in John 16, kind of living there. And so the Spirit began to teach me a bit about the secret place. The secret place is a location inside of fellowship and conversation and communion with the beloved.
Mm-hmm.
The secret place is unique to each person, and the Holy Spirit will lead you into that location. And once you intentionally enter into the secret place, you don't have to leave. So part of you is always there, and part of you is here. It's just that place of communion and fellowship.
Hmm.
Jesus talked about the secret place in Matthew 6, and he says, "Go in, close your door, and the Father who sees in secret shall reward you openly." Basically, what we're going to do is I'm going to ask you to close your eyes. We're going to invite the Holy Spirit to lead you into your secret place, and it may be that same room. So that may be your secret place.
Okay.
And just describe what you're experiencing as you respond to that invitation.
Okay.
So please close your eyes. Holy Spirit, bring Mike into his secret place of meeting and fellowshipping with you. Just describe what you're experiencing.
See, in my backyard.
Are you walking in your backyard? Do you hear anything? Do you smell anything? Do you feel anything? How does it feel there?
Very peaceful.
Peaceful.
Hear the birds chirping. We enjoy feeding the birds, so we usually have some parade of birds that kind of come through and sing in the neighborhood.
Do you see Jesus anywhere in that location?
Yeah, he's sitting on one of the chairs on the patio.
So what would you like to do since Jesus is sitting on your patio?
Go and sit next to him.
Okay, we'll do that.
Yeah.
Go and sit next to him. How does that feel sitting next to Jesus?
Great. It kind of reminds me of the other room that I mentioned before we started. So it's just kind of moving that into another location where we're just sitting there relaxing.
Mm. Well, this is fabulous. You can enter this at any time during your day to a place, a location inside of peace and of meeting with Jesus. And you never have to leave. You can be, part of you can always be there with Jesus, fellowshipping, having conversation, having communion with him. I'm sure that you can go a number of directions with that. Often Jesus will lead you and take you on adventures, but this is like a place of meeting with him.
Mm-hmm.
And then he takes you somewhere else and teaches you things or shows you things and is just with you. Has this been a rewarding time?
Yeah. I actually, in your explanation at the beginning, it kind of gave just vocabulary and kind of validation of some of the experiences that I've had before, and kind of gives me some explanation of it and dialogue of it to kind of validate some of the things that I've experienced already.
Okay.
So yeah, I really appreciate you leading me through this and giving me some new description to what I've already experienced.
Well, thank you for sharing your experience with us.
Thank you very much, John.